the coronavirus emergency. Financial markets around the world rocked overnight amid new concerns about the spread of the virus. Now more than 79,000 cases confirmed worldwide. More than 2,600 people have died.
Cases skyrocketing in South Korea, more than 830 confirmed there. And in Iran, at least 12 people have died, while Italy is seeing the worst outbreak outside of Asia. 219 people have been infected there, and 5 people have died. James Longman is there starting us off this morning. Good morning, James.
Yeah, good morning, Michael. This is the front line of the fight against coronavirus in Italy, if you like. Down this road here, these are the 12 towns which are on lockdown. We've been told, actually, if we go over this line, we'll end up in quarantine ourselves. We've been watching as the police have been checking cars, making sure that no one's coming from those towns. More than 150 cases, as you say, 5 people dead now in Italy, and the hunt is on for patient zero. This morning, Europe on edge, as Italy sees the number of people infected with the novel coronavirus soar to more than 150 cases, the most outside of Asia. About a dozen northern Italian towns are now in lockdown. Normally bustling medieval villages turned into virtual ghost towns, as experts scramble to identify the source of the outbreak, which has so far killed 5. We spoke to Rosella on lockdown with her family.
There are a lot of elderly people, mostly, and there are babies. I've got a 3-week-old cousin, so we're scared for them. We have to wear masks or maybe a scarf or something. You have to have your mouth covered.
Elsewhere, officials in Venice cancelling the rest of the city's famed Carnival festival. Officials in Milan, Italy's fashion and financial capital, taking extreme precautions.
People are stocking up on food and people are scared to use public transportation.
This fashion show by Giorgio Armani deserted. It had to be streamed instead. Models walking the runway in a room full of empty chairs. And as officials and health experts fight to contain the virus in Europe, it continues its spread around the world. In Iran, at least 12 have died due to the COVID-19 virus this month. So far, confirmed cases in up to 5 cities, including the capital, Tehran. In South Korea, the numbers now surging. More than 160 new cases overnight, bringing the total of infected to more than 760. The president putting the country on red alert, the highest level for infectious diseases. About half the cases have been linked to a local church in Daegu, South Korea's 4th largest city. Schools are closed and people have been warned to avoid large gatherings.
The government's kind of advised people to stay inside, to wear masks.
In the US, emotions running high at this council meeting in Anniston, Alabama. Locals fighting back over plans to quarantine infected passengers from the Diamond Princess cruise ship in Japan at a nearby FEMA facility, announcing Sunday it was backing down.
It spreads from here, it's going to spread everywhere else.
Meanwhile, a judge in California issuing a temporary restraining order to halt the use of a facility in Costa Mesa to quarantine infected patients.
I think it's ridiculous. I think it's putting more people at risk.
Now, global markets are down and the Dow is poised to open down as well. The lockdown that we've seen here in these towns could be a kind of prototype for how we see this virus being tackled both in Europe and in the United States.